Hi everyone, hi Nick. I am back with another journal. I know I've been away for a couple of weeks and I've had some people ask me if I'm okay, and I'm fine. I just I needed to take a few days off to just kind of regain my sanity after the kitchen remodel debacle and more remodel and more debacle, and it's not 100% done yet, but it's mostly done, and it's worth it. It was really hard getting there, but it's definitely been worth it. The modifications that I made have made it much easier physically for me to get in and cook meals for my family. So, and that was the whole object of the exercise. So, as you can see, I obviously have a Halloween journal here, which I wasn't going to do this year, but then I get poking around on Etsy like I do when I can't sleep, and Sarah from JunkThatTreasures, hi Sarah, was listing this fabulous, absolutely fabulous Halloween journal kit. So it's like, okay, gotta have it, and so hence the Halloween journal. This is what I came up with. It's a terrific kit with fabric and all sorts of bits and pieces of a lot of the wonderfulness that she sells in her shop, and ribbon, and also just wonderful things. Enough to make probably 2 Halloween journals if you don't want one that turns out massive like that, and then some things left over that could be used for any time of year, really. So I have some things that I've kind of saved, and I put it in the drawer that I stash my seasonal stuff with, and I will pull them out again next year. So this guy is, yep, about 9 by 6 if you squash it flat. Come on, ruler, stay. It's black cardstock is the cover, and this is one of the fabrics that was in the kit, and it is just absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing. I cut it out. I pinked it with my Nan's pinking shears that I love to use, and then it's covered with, because I've been cutting burlap and it's all covered with fuzz now. And then I use this stitch on my sewing machine to go around the edges. And then I put this lace on the spine, which was also in the kit, and I wasn't going to put anything on the spine, but 3/4 of the way through, my machine decided it wanted to eat the fabric. So, you got a boo-boo under there, so had to do something to cover it up. And so this lace worked out perfectly. And then I was going to put something on the cover, and more on the cover, and then I thought, no, I just couldn't bring myself to cover it up. So it's simple, but it's not. 2 signatures. It got pretty chunky. It's all strings and threads and junky just stuff hanging all off of it all over the place. There's specimen bottles. All these ribbons and fibers are from the kit. There is a little bit of lace sewn in here, but not all that much. There's not a lot of sewing, not a lot of layering. I'm just trying to make it look kind of, I don't know, kind of creepy, I guess. It's hard for me to make something not look foofy, fancy, Victorian, but this is what I came up with anyways. There's a black satin ribbon and orange satin ribbon on with just orange eyelets for the closure. I have a ton of different printables in here, and I actually had to write them down because I used a whole bunch of different Etsy shops. So, and I will link them all below. But I have printables from JLeeloo, Lisasalteredart, Calico Collage, Chocolaterabbit, TsunamiRose, Sue Olson, and the printable pages that I used are from Studio on the Corner, and the the hard elements, ribbon and so on and so forth, is from JunkThatTreasures, and I will link all of these below. Oh, and I had some things from my stash, and there's some ribbon and some bags in here that I got in a Happy Mail from Judy not too long ago. So let's kind of get through this before it gets any darker in here. I'll eventually get a better light in here, and I don't usually film at night, but I wanted to get this listed so because if anyone does want this before Halloween, it's got to get listed. So this mesh, I don't even know what it's made out of. It's like a, I don't know if it's wicker or rattan. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. And I just tucked a little witch's potion in here if someone needed to remember what to whip up so you can ride to nightmares. So that's there. And I have this trick or treat ribbon stitched on that I got from Judy. This is very bloody spider web. I would have put some of my own fake blood in there, but I didn't know how to make any, so I didn't. This is a fabric pocket, and it actually came off the edge of this piece of fabric here. It has these really adorable witches on it. And I just stitched around it, and I tucked in here. I have lots of apothecary vouchers for all sorts of, Halloween-y things, all made into journaling cards. This is Sue Olson's. This one for rare scorpion venom. Another little voucher here, just some cheesecloth that I just kind of inked up a little bit. This is lined paper. It was originally, it was originally lined paper. And some of these little plastic, like little die cut sort of plastic pieces came with the kit. This one, there's several of these, trick or treat. Some of my old workbook pages, some paper bags, and there's a postcard of the lovely haunted house. Took a couple of the pages that I didn't use in the kit, in the paper pack that I printed out, and made some flips out of them. And in there we have a lovely Victorian witch, Sue's dress tags, and a coupon for aged hemlock root. Not something that you could probably run down to Shaw's and buy. This is some vintage ledger from the West Hartford Grange, number 58, from 1918 apparently, and I used that because it had a couple of October dates in it. And some lined paper, another picture of some more witches. The kit had some really cool vintage candy bags, and this one I hinged with some tabs that I had made last year, so you can use the whole page for journaling. And then there's a tag in here, just a journal tag, just plain. And I paper clipped there so it will stay up. Now, of course, what I put on the back is going to be gone. Yeah, of course. I don't know why I do that to myself. This is one of my World War II vintage toe tags, and what better place for a toe tag than in a Halloween book. And I have some Tim Holtz Halloween charms that I had bought for a dangle that I made for Irene a little while ago. She wanted a Halloween one, so I put some of those in here. And that just says Lost. Did a couple of fabric banners on the altered paper clips. That's this gorgeous black lace rosette, and that metallic owl was out of my stash. And I have this journal card. Everything is inked with Rusty Hinge. This is some lace that Renee gave me there, with lots of strings. This page is all flies. And this some coffee dyed muslin. And I did some fabric little flip-ups, Heidi spots. This is some vintage baby blanket. It is, it's wool. So I could not actually imagine actually wrapping a baby in it, but I guess that's what they used to do. I was told this was, I think maybe my great grandmother wrapped my grandfather in a blanket like this, because, you know, that's what it was. So that's that. That lace came from the kit. So did this fabric here, I think. Pretty sure that one did. I had a little bit of Halloween fabric of my own from my stash. Some yearbook. I think that's from the 50s. It's just a binder clip with some Tim Holtz little boys with their jack-o'-lanterns. Another one of these lace rosettes with a spider web. Some lined paper, vintage music, some children's book. It's a CD envelope, really. And in here is, I just layered a few things on it. I don't know if I'm able to get it out. It's a journal card from Sue Olson and one of her tickets. She has a whole sheet of Halloween tickets, and I've cut 4 of them off to get a whole sheet. And that's one of them. And she goes in there, and then behind it is a poison voucher and just a large journal tag. Some orange seam binding on it. Some more cheesecloth. There's a coupon for some premium vampire fangs. Center of the signature, I stitched them with some orange and white baker's twine, and I put charms on the ends, spider, and another one of the Tim Holtz charms. These are Tim Holtz spiders as well. And this one says scary. And this is a little jack-o'-lantern doily that came with the kit, and it's just clipped. I just folded the stem around the page, paper clipped it on, and there's a little charm that says 31. And this one of Sue's Halloween houses. And some more cheesecloth, children's paper, book page, music, another flip down. These here. I hope this isn't just shadowing too bad. Bring it down a little bit. Little yearbook. It's a coffee dyed glassine bag. And this is one of Sarah's old tags that came in the kit, but she also sells them in her shop. Just tuck that onto there. And on this side is an altered black gusseted lunch bag that I got in the Happy Meal from Judy, and I just sewed the bottom of it up to make a pocket. And I just put a couple of tickets and a dress tag. Let's see. Let's go back in there, and this, it all comes off. And in the bag is just part of one of the pages that I didn't use. Just cut it in half and folded it. You can actually get a fair bit in that bag because it is gusseted. And there's some more muslin with a rusty pin with a spider on it. Some more fly paper, the little specimen jar, and I did glue the I glued the stoppers in, so they should hopefully stay. And I have another little A little coupon. This one is for toadstool clippings. Another little fabric flip up, and there's some more of that baby blanket. Some Halloween ribbon. It's just kind of sewn on there real wonky on purpose. It's another one of those vintage trick-or-treat bags. And in here we have an alteration tag with another Halloween charm. This one says trick or treat, and behind it is another spell. Paper bag with a voucher for vampire blood. Workbook. Oops, this one escaped. I'll put it here. A postcard with an owl on it and a coupon for a premium Eye of Newt. And on the side is just a at TsunamiRose for postcards. Some more cheesecloth. It's just a piece of black grosgrain ribbon and some glue and a piece of cheesecloth and a black kitty cat. Specimen jar and some really pretty lace. There's the center. There's some more lace sewn on here. There's another one of these CD envelopes and just some burlap ribbon with a little trick-or-treat piece there. It's a owl journal card in there. I'm trying to get it centered. And behind it is just another large journal tag and just some extra paper. Another paper bag with another spell. It's a Halloween bingo card, just clipped on with a binder clip. And on the side is another house. Some more cheesecloth. Some more vintage music. There's another fabric flip up. There's another rusty pin with another charm. This one says potion. This was some Halloween ribbon that Lisa gave me. There's another one of these with a jack-o'-lantern. Some more yearbook. It's a library card. It's another trick-or-treat bag. And this one is hinged as well. It's down, just a paper clip just keeps it up there. And there's just another alteration tag inside. I just put these in, it just looked like sort of an old frame that you maybe would see in a haunted house with a ghostly picture in it. And there's another piece of muslin with another charm. This is Boo. Some jack-o'-lanterns, some more of the Halloween ribbon. Another glued down flip up. I'll put this open with it glued together. Now, I'm going to get that later because if I do that now, I'm going to rip it. And we have our little witches, a bingo card, and an owl. Some more children's book. Another fabric pocket with some premium bat wings. Children all dressed up for a Halloween party. That's Tim Holtz. And another one of Sue's Halloween houses. And more cheesecloth, another toe tag. This one's got a spider dangle on it. This is another altered paper clip. This one's got a haunted house. Some fringy trim and a black clothespin. There's another dress. Some more Workbook, not yearbook, workbook. Another little trick-or-treat piece. The center again. More charms. This one says Wicked, and there's another spider. Another flip up. Is this one glued down? No. What do you know? And we have another potion. And an owl postcard and a coupon for premium spider legs. There's another one of these little tags here. And another jack-o'-lantern doily. Some more cheesecloth, children's writing paper, some more children's book, some more of that fringe right under there. You can pin photographs onto there, onto those pages that are done like that. Some more jack-o'-lantern, some more muslin, and I had this was just a scrap, so I just glued that on because it just happened to fit. Another trick-or-treat bag, and this one's not hinged, it's glued as a like a duck hen. And just have a large journal card in this one with a piece of that fringe and some trick-or-treat ribbon. And you layered some seam binding, some black fibers, a little thingy that says boo, and a black button. And some extra glue. And behind it is little children with their jack-o'-lantern pail. Graph paper, yearbook. This one has Sue's tickets. There's a little spider. There's another altered bag. This one's got a haunted house on it. And we have a dress tag, some bat ephemera, and another coupon. Go in that little pocket. And in the bag is just the other half of that page that I didn't use, that I cut in half. Give it up. Some lined paper, more music paper, more cheesecloth. I tried to use really grungy copy paper this time. Just kind of went through some of what I have and tried to find some stuff that's really grungy. And this is just some extra paper. Set in there. Some more lacy spider web. Page, and on the back I just tucked another large journal tag and one more voucher, and this one's for brain juice. Sometimes feels like mine's all leaked out. Nick would say it's always all leaked out. So there we have that one. This will be listed in the shop, Pumpkin Patch Journals. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I hope this didn't shadow too much, because I have not been looking up and seeing what was going on here. And I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.